Hello and welcome to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it whether you are first timer, long timer, or cross watcher. Everybody welcome here. So, for the first timers especially, what makes this tarot reading different from others? Well, first and foremost, it is a manifesting tarot reading. Okay, that's for starters. And because of that, I do archetypal readings. I take 8 to 10 cards from 4 different texts so that there's a nice spread of information, and it allows repetition of cards from time to time, which emphasizes the manifesting message. I also do something called the hyper shuffle, and I try to get this reading in a 10-minute window because this reading is all about you. So I talk about you manifesting. This is a tool that you can use to help navigate your life, but also the 10-minute time limit, if you will, that I put on myself, although it's not strict, but I work within the 10-minute time limit, is also for you so that you can easily access the brand new tarot manifesting reading that I do every single day, 365 days a year. And it all begins right here with the Oracle deck and the Hyper Shuffle. And there you go, the latest Tao Manifesting Tarot reading. Let's get to the manifestation energy, huh? How about this? The fates. Yeah. Kind of feels that way, doesn't it? Like things are out of your control and you're just kind of bumping along just to see where you fit, where you can find a place to rest, a place of comfort. Well, that's partially true, but not entirely. The last couple of years could certainly have led you to that idea that it's all up to the fates. And in large part, there is an element of that. There's no question. But what we're dealing and what we're focusing with this manifesting tarot is giving you a tool. You understand that there is fate involved. That gives you a leg up because now you know how to play the energies just a little bit better. Let's take a look at this manifesting energy and let's build on it. The star. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Love this star. It is absolutely spectacular. It's very positive. It's very good. It's hope, it's guidance, it's inspiration. And there's even an element of healing. That's what you're kind of taking with you. Not in bunches, but you are working on this entire idea of the star, the hope, the guidance, the inspiration, the harmony. These are kind of like goals for you. And you notice that she has 1 foot in the water, in motion, 1 foot on land, stability. It's a beautiful combination. It's a beautiful mix. And that's very important in terms of dealing with the fates, to be balanced, to be steady. Keep your emotions high, but keep them centered, keep them grounded. And you can do all sorts of stuff. And if you can get into that position, by the way, you're going to feel very, very good. And the way that you do it, intuition, the moon, right? The moon is reflected energy. Yes. Reflected light. Yes. But the moon is also a way to guide yourself, even though you don't see everything. Sometimes it can be just a plain illusion that you don't see things clearly enough. And this is where the idea of the fates comes in. Much of what you are picking up today around you, especially in media, you're not even getting half the real story. And it's very hard to figure out what is really going on. And it's a situation that will take a little bit of work on your part to be able to see the big picture, to be able to see behind the curtain, to be able to see the wizard. Because what the headlines are not factual. That's no surprise. Last couple of years have highlighted that. But for you, this also applies to every area of your life, all of our lives. Things are very much up in the air. That's why the star energy is so important, because you tie in that star energy, that positivity, the hope, the guidance, the inspiration. Tie that into the fates, and you're going to be much better off. But in the meantime, as you're working your way through that, follow the light of your emotions, of your intuition, and they will guide you for sure. This card shows up quite a bit over the past couple of weeks, 7 of Swords. Now, I like this card because of all the yellow in the background. That's always very positive. That's sun energy. That's brilliance. That's brightness. But you see a guy walking away with about 5 swords, he's leaving 2 behind, hence the 7. This still hits me as you walking away from the game. Okay, you are well aware that you've been lied to. You're well aware that you've been told half-truths. You know what's true for you. You know what works for you. And so you're going to leave the lies behind and move forward with your life. This is, up to this point, kind of a really difficult reading because you notice it's hard. Yes, you're going for optimism, enthusiasm, happiness, joy, all of that kind of stuff. But with the Moon card and the 7 of Swords here, it's really difficult to figure out just how can you ride the wave of fate. Well, you're not giving up. The 8 of Pentacles says, no, 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 no. I know that what I think is valuable to me is indeed valuable. Probably different than the list given to me when I was younger. I know what's important, and I'm going to work for it. And I think that really kind of covers 2022. Yes, you want to be able to get to your destination. You want a happier life, a more fulfilling life, a more conjoined life, if you will, more connected. And you realize you're going to have to work for it. And that's really what 2022 is all about. We'll make progress. You will see fate in action constantly throughout 2022. And you'll know how to ride it because you stay focused. It is going to be kind of a long journey. But you're going to start by dropping your burdens. All the stuff that you've been told in the past. And it really kind of works pretty well with this card. These two together work pretty well because you're leaving the baloney behind. You're leaving the half-truths behind and the expectations of others behind. And you're moving forward. You'll find that it is much lighter, although it will be, as you unload the burden of other people's ideas, it'll be a little unsettling because you're used to carrying it. But you'll get used to it. 2022 will help you. But the key here, temperance. Nice balance. Nice balance. Very, very important. Just like the Star card, you want the hope, the positivity, the joy, but you notice the foot in the water, another foot on land. It's that balance. It's that temperance. I don't think that you're going to make any huge changes this year or tremendously radical because I don't think things have played out enough for you to really know how to really step forward. But you can inch your way forward. Step by step, foot by foot. And what you're going to need is the energy of temperance. And at this point, what you really need is to kind of pull back. Pull back with your thoughts, your thinking, which you're already doing, because you know where you want to go. You know kind of sort of how to get there, and you understand that fate is at work here. And you're just kind of taking a pause, waiting for the action to really increase. And I think probably next month in April, I think you will see the energy kick up a notch or 2 or 3 even. Between now and then, just review your plans, just review where you're at, just review how you're feeling. Review your important ideas. What's important to you is important to you for a reason. Focus on that, just like this guy is. He sees the future. He sees what his values are. He sees where he is going. And he sees that he can ride the wave of fates with his value system. And that's really, really important. And this card just clarifies it again. Vice versa, this is the reverse. So again, you are internalizing what your goals are. But you notice there are 3 staffs there, okay? Yeah. And the reason for the 3 wands, because you are rejoining, but on your terms, on your level. And it's going to be a careful, slow reuniting with a life that this time you kind of imprint yourself on. You see the future. You know what the future's like. You know that fate is involved, but you also know that if you just keep moving forward, aware of what's important to you and why it's important to you, you'll get there. 2022 is going to be a year of some interesting turns and twists, things that you cannot explain, hence the idea of the fates. But you can work with the fates by simply making sure that you are balanced in your approach and walk instead of running to your future. As you do that, you'll figure it all out. Nice, 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 nice read. Hey, thumbs up for the folks at YouTube, please. Of course, as usual. Thank you, thank you. And share and subscribe as well, because if you subscribe, you're on the daily feed, and I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. And if you like it, you share it with somebody. That helps me and the folks at YouTube. So we're all set. Great. Again, I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. That means I will be here tomorrow. Hopefully you will be too. But if you can't, as usual, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to talk tarot together, manifesting tarot. Peace and blessings.